I heard something on NPR just now, a little bit ago when I was driving in, and I had to do a blog because it pissed me off. I'm really passionate about some things, and this is one of them. Money for people, budgeted money. The state legislature of Oklahoma, they passed a bill. I think it was about a year ago, actually. They passed this tax on cigarettes, and it was deemed unconstitutional. So they threw it out, and they had to cut some budgeted money. They cut $69 million out of DHS. And the beginning of November, DHS sent out a letter to recipients of these two programs. One, I don't know what both of them were, but one of them was the program that helps keep elderly and disabled people in their own homes. It's they paid an allowance to afford housing rather than go in nursing homes. So that's one of the programs was the allowance program. And $69 million was cut, so two programs lost all funding, and one was the allowance program. So they sent a letter to 22,000 Oklahomans, and that letter said, we're sorry, but the allowance program was closed, so in 2 weeks, you've got to go find somewhere to live. You can go to a nursing home. We're sorry. Ugh! That was the beginning of November. By the end of November, there was such an outcry. So many letters have been written, and the governor, I don't know, just something finagling. I don't know the details, but enough to be pissed off, and found $27 million to give to DHS. That'll keep the program going till February. And there are people who are trying to get it permanently funded. So when that gets permanently funded, then a couple other things are going to have to be cut. Because there's $69 million that needs to be found. My first reaction when I hear some blankety blank stuff about state budgets and stuff, is cut it from the legislatures. Pay them. We pay taxes. Money is out there. There is money in the government. You can't say, oh, there's no money. Well, okay, there are guys and gals in elected positions who are making 3 or 4 times or more money than I am per year. And that just pisses me off. It pisses me off that they're getting... We need the money in the hands of people. I'm passionate about people, not about politicians. Because politicians... Okay, granted, they're people, but they're not private citizens anymore. It's when you're elected, you used to be elections were a privilege. You're going to run for office. That's something you're serving your community. Now it's a business now. People are making money. There are people in Congress and the House and career politicians who are getting rich while people are suffering. The middle class is not growing. It's the poverty class, lower class is growing. And the upper echelon, that top 1% of the country, it was the top 2%. Now it's top 1%. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting more numerous. It just, that makes me mad. And they cut the money from programs to help normal people. I mean, take it out of their salaries. Come on. I mean, really? I'm just like, the money is there. It should be used for the public. It should be used for the people, not for individual politicians. And they're getting huge salaries, which pisses me off. And Devil's Advocate says their jobs are stressful. Well, yeah, you're being the government. Yeah, it's stressful. But you work up a sweat 3 times a year. I mean, you're on vacation so much. I'm looking at Trump and all the politicians, but Trump's a fun example of, he's an elected official, and in this past year he's been on vacation so many times. And let's take an example, a typical paycheck to paycheck guy who gets 2 weeks of vacation from his job per year, doesn't go anywhere, has a staycation, stays home because he can't afford to go play golf at some resort somewhere because he doesn't own that resort somewhere. Like Trump pisses me off. The money is out there and they're cutting the budgets on programs that we need. I don't know if food stamps, if Oklahoma food stamps is DHS, but I know it was cut this year, and the what you could make per month went up for everybody, I think. So fewer people qualify because the budget was cut. A lot fewer people qualify for food stamps, and that's something that's for people again. Yeah, I know some people misuse programs like that. They misuse public programs, public funding. They misuse them, but predominantly it helps more people than it hurts. I mean, than misuse. It helps a lot of people. But the money issues, money and politics, that's something I can get worked up about. I get pissed off about. Because money's a big deal to me. And idiots in government. Idiots. I wish they were just normal. If they had to barely survive paycheck to paycheck, things would be so much different. I saw a meme today. It was of a minimum wage. There was, I mean, when they first started talking about minimum wage going up to $15 an hour, I thought that was kind of stupid, because if minimum wage goes up, then price of everything's going to go up. It's going to, and while that's true, if McDonald's folks are making $15 an hour, I'll be making like $18 or $19 an hour, because I'm a little bit above minimum wage. I think it's a short-term solution. I don't think it's a long-term solution, because minimum wage will, it will really affect prices of everything. Cost of living will change. But anyway, I saw a meme, said people don't have a problem with CEOs, the big corps, making $10,000 an hour, but when they talk about raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, there's a big outcry. That'll be it. That'll be my last thing to say.